options available to him as well, and they're talking about making it to the quarter-finals of the World Cup in Brazil, should they get there to begin with. So lofty ambition for Japan. And of course Brazil, I know Menezes has been pilloried, he's taking criticism from all quarters, but this is still a very formidable Brazil side, and of course he's got umpteen options available to him should he want to compile a different squad.
Yeah, well, so much was placed upon the Olympic Games, the gold medal that Brazilian footballers have never won. It's cracking into play, and it's a good strike as well. Decent save by Diego Alves. The two sides.
France to concede, but wonderful commitment to attack from the Japanese. Got plenty of players in the box.
Lovely play from Kaká to tee it up. Really well taken goal. Lovely strike from Paulinho. And Brazil, despite Japanese pressure, take the early lead.
Well, he's just given a little bit too much room, isn't he? I didn't think he was going to have the shot. They just didn't close him down quickly enough, and I must admit, he can't.
The referee's determined to let this one flow, which is good news for us, and that's a fine pass. Offside flag was up. Kagawa couldn't finish anyway.
It looked the right call. It looked as if the Man United man had just gone a fraction early when it was played. Yes.
And that shows you how far and wide they're spread. The flag stays down here. It's a chance for number 2. Not just for Brazil, but for Paulinho. But he couldn't take it. And once the flag had stayed down, he had to score.
This is fantastic running. This is from the deepest lying midfielder as well. And again, he's made a brilliant burst through the middle. I think he should take it now.
Here's Kaká. Great running ahead of him from Adriano. And plenty of options in the middle, one of whom here is Kaká. That was a hand, and it's a penalty. Good spot from the referee. The Japanese players complaining, but I think Kono, the hero of Friday night, slipped, and I think he handled the ball, Jim.
Yeah, I think it certainly hit his arm, but did he play the ball or did the ball play him? That's, I think, the issue here. I think it might be a little harsh. It looked as if Kaká was just going to strike it, then he thought, no, I'll just take a touch. And of course, Kono has gone to the ground by then.
Big moment here for Kawashima. Confident run, isn't it? And he had every right to be confident, because that's a superb penalty kick. 25 minutes played, and Brazil already 2 goals to the good here. Let him down. And now Brazil so dangerously on the counter. 5 players forward. This is Neymar, and Neymar to make it 3. And he had so many options, but went alone, and will have frustrated his teammates.
Yeah, it was all down to a cheetah again, and once Kaká got a
penalty, a slightly controversial one scored by Neymar. There's been lots of this from Japan, and Diego Alves has to make another good save, this time from Hasebe, the captain.
Yeah, it was a very good strike, and they might be limited to this, Japan, something from long range.
Thiago Silva that time. Yeah, flag must be up against Kagawa. And actually, for the second time, even though he's been offside, he's missed a great chance.
Yeah, and that was a much easier one, on the turn, admittedly. But he did,
he's onside. Again, Brazilian players swarming forward, chance to place it. Kaká so unlucky. Rueful smile, could have been 3. There from Kaká. He may have lost some of his powers, but not all of them. And then in from Ramirez, and just drifts behind. But again, they just went up a gear and turned on the style a bit. And from him, and hopefully much more from this game as well. It's been richly entertaining so far, I hope you agree. And Neymar so confident in just drifting out wide and taking up that position and going for goal. Oh, it was a nasty deflection, but in the end it took it wide.
But again, that's that position he loves to pick up on the left-hand side, and he did it against Iraq, where he stepped in.
Corners. Guess who's taking the corner? Sung deep by Oscar. Oh, and taken by Neymar and deflected it. Oh, he didn't catch it at all. It's desperately unfortunate. It might even be an own goal. But whoever it's credited to, Brazil lead by a very convincing 3-0.
Yeah, and just watch Nagatomo. I mean, he makes the first mistake here. He just gets caught underneath it, ball goes behind, and of course it's a big deflection that Kawashima.
Honda's been very, very lively, and here he goes again, and there's a measure of whether it's your day or not. Deflection, but didn't take it. Goalwards. Good ball again there by Honda. Great feet from Kagawa. Well, they deserve to have pulled the goal back here.
I thought that was in. I must admit, I can't believe it must have just whizzed past the post. That's really good movement and a lovely little ball.
And also the new one, Paris Saint-Germain here on ESPN. It's played into Neymar. Oh, and it's given away. I think Kagawa. It's a fine challenge by Thiago Silva, but still alive for Honda. Can they force it through? They can't.
Rather kind to Brazil there.
It's a fantastic ball in, a cute header back across, and just a sign that Brazil can do things in different ways. A little bit more direct there, and Neymar did so well to get on the end of it, but unlike Roberto Carlos, he gets them on target occasionally. Hulk. Here we go, it's Hulk! Deflection and post, and honestly, the run. This is that free kick.
Yeah, it just came off Inui. He was just basically standing in front of the goalkeeper. He knew.
There's Inui. Opens up here for Kagawa, and then for Honda. It's excellent defending. Yeah, they want a penalty.
Yeah, it's Honda. He just felt he was tripped by Adriano, who stuck a foot out. It's hard to say whether Adriano, where he is, not giving it up, trying to chase back and help out.
Hulk for Neymar. Good bit of defending momentarily, but I think it might be, well, Ramirez has got on the end of it, but the flag is up.
It's a goal, isn't it? I think he's given a goal kick. I think the officials feel
the
that
ball
it was
drifted out. Okay.
Not sure about that at all. I mean, Ramirez certainly felt it was legitimate.
Space here, an opportunity again for Japan. It's Honda on that left foot, but fantastic again to bring the wide man into play, and here's Honda. Well, that wasn't a particularly clever ball, and it was well read by Paulinho, and here's Kaká with options as well. Going to go on his own though, Kaká for 4! Well, it's hard to say they don't deserve a 4th, and once again it was Brazil on the counter. And once again they chose the right options and took the chance and finished off Japan.
Yeah, and very similar to the goal he scored against Iraq in the fact that when they do it, something a bit more exciting about it.
Well, can Japan create some excitement? Not quite. So one final chance maybe for Brazil in the shape of Lucas here. Fantastic running and deserved a goal. Did everything right by the finish.
Well, he knows it. You can see the annoyance in his face because he's just pulled it slightly. It's a lovely little step over.
There is the final whistle. Brazil so convincing.